Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the matchup between the Slippery Rock Panthers and the Allison Park Predators. Well, if you're new to the channel, Slippery Rock wears the blue and the Predators will be in the yellow. Slippery Rock will be receiving for the start of this game. Got a left-footed kicker. I've very rarely seen this in action anywhere. Well, able to make that one over, but does go out of bounds. It will be a 5-yard penalty and a redo on that kick. Here's a kick, a little bit of a squib kick, goes down to the ground, goes off Joshua Berry and down with 5 yards to make for that first down.
This your ball, guys. Gentlemen, this your ball. Got the line, Mike. I got the line. Okay, one in the box. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, break.
Panthers break through a huddle. It looks like Titus Bailey's going to be the first one to hike this one off to start off this game. Triple receivers on that right side. Titus handing this one off to Jake. Jake running up this left side, able to get past that first down marker. Flag is pulled right about that first down marker. It'll be second down according to the referee. 1 yard to gain on this play. That was a gain of 4 on that last play there. Jacob get to quarterback this play. That got double receivers on the left side, tight end on the right. Jacob rolling out to the right side. Elijah gets a hand on that one. Flag is pulled.
First down, Mike. He's over the line.
Call that one a first down.
He was over the line after the flag was pulled.
He never does that. He always touches it.
Right here. Hold the flag right here. One in the box. Here we go. One in the box. First. 1, 2, 3, break.
Panthers break their huddle, looking for that 19 yards to gain for that first down marker. Jacob get a quarterback to play. Double receiver on that right side, tight end on the right as well. Jake takes possession of this one, throws that one out. Titus not quite able to grab that one as it's a little underthrown. Pass is incomplete. It'll be second down.
Second down.
Jacob to quarterback this play, tight end on the right, 2 receivers on that right side as well. Jacob good to quarterback that play. Hikes that ball off, gets that one over towards that right side. Almost a duplicate of that last play. It'll be third down and long for the Panthers. Just some miscommunication between that quarterback and the receiver duo. Both players have to be on the same page in order for the play to be a success. Panthers line up 2 on the left. Tight end on the right. Jake will get to quarterback the play. Handing that one off, goes back over to Titus. Titus comes over, lobs this one over to Jake. Jake not quite able to grab that one. Either way, it would have only been a gain of 2 yards. It'll be fourth down and long. And this will be electing to punt this one off. Jacob will get to punt this one away. From the 20, able to make that one quite a far ways. Takes that one up on that 16-yard line. Here's number 13 taking this one back. Jacob going for a bit of a tackle. Number 13 stumbles over his feet from the referee's point of view. Jacob will be given that bragging rights of the tackle. So the Predators break their huddle. Looks like everyone's going to be up on that line, number 5 in the back, or number 5 to quarterback the play. 13 in the backfield. Throws that one up, pitches it over to number 13, gets that one back over to 5. Number flea flicker, but Kyle Dunlap there to make that play to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Way to be on the ball there by Dunlap.
7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 7 minutes.
That's 7 minutes remaining in this first quarter of play.
I like that rush, Caleb.
Allison Park on that 4-yard line. Say line up, they got a tight end on the left side, double receivers on that right side, number 5 to quarterback to play. Ball is hiked, number 5 rolls over towards that left side, able to sidearm that throw off, completed. Titus Bailey to make that flag hole right where it was caught at that 30-yard line. Third down and 10 for Allison Park. Looks like number 5 is going to quarterback this one as well. One receiver on that left side, 2 on the right. Number 5 looking to get away from Caleb. Caleb get that stop, able to claim that sack on number 5, the quarterback. The pocket just collapses. Number 5 not able to get it away in time. It'll be 4th down. Quite a ways as the ball placement looks to be on that 4-yard line. Allison Park electing to go for it on 4th down here. Panthers could come up big with a stop. They might have something up their sleeve though. Number 13 to quarterback the play.
They said they were going for it. We said punting. They told me. Somebody told me they were going for it. I didn't hear a declaration punt. You're going to punt, coach. All right, let's run it over.
All right, Allison Park electing the punt.
I never heard a ref like say.
Number 13 to punt this one away, able to get this one down towards the end zone. Entering the end zone, kept alive, but rolls out of bounds. That'll be considered a touchback. Sorry if that was a bit shaky. I was kind of full sprint down the field. And there's line up, one tight end on the right side, one receiver on each side of the play as well. Jacob to hike that ball off. Pump fake, gets that one long. Intercepted by number 13. He's going to try to milk this play for all the yardage he can get. Hits that 20-yard line. Caleb Eisler there to pull that flag at the 21.
Adam, if you throw it to the sideline, you throw it too far to the middle. Take it off. Go. Stop on defense now.
One in the box. Make the line for 1st down. Here we go. Come on, guys.
Number 5 to quarterback this play. Got a tight end on the left side, one receiver on each side as well. Number 10 is going to line up a little bit closer to the line. He will move to the backfield. Number 5 to hikes that one off, scrambles a little bit. Caleb gets into the backfield, but the ball was off before the flag was pulled. They say that catch was made. Touchdown for Allison Park. That was interesting.
Punt that pylon right there.
Allison Park lining up 2 on the left side, 1 on the right. As the ball is hiked, he'll look over towards that left side, rolls out right, able to lob that one up. Kyle Dunlap there to swat that one down. Extra point will be no good, 6-0 being the current score. We're right back with that kickoff.
Good moves.
Number 13 to kick this one off. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Goes a little off the side of the foot, but Joshua Berry bobbles that one a little bit. Does fall down at the 12-yard line. Panther ball on their own 10-yard line. They have a tight end on the right side, 2 on the left. Jacob good to quarterback the play. Flag will be thrown. False start. False start being deemed the call. It'll be a 5-yard penalty or repeat of the first down.
First down. Let's go. All right, John Paul. You're contained. No one gets outside. You get offside. 1, 2, 3.
Panthers back on their own 5. The first down and 15 yards to get out of their own zone. Jacob good to quarterback the play. Looks like the same lineup as before. Jacob Good rolling off to that right side. Looks to get a few yards out of that one. Bobbled up, almost intercepted, a little underthrown by number 10. Number 10 not able to grab that one away for Allison Park. It'll be 2nd down and 15. That'll be the end of the first quarter. We'll bring you right back whenever the second's ready to roll. Looks like we're ready to rock and roll in the second quarter of play. Panthers down 6-0 in this situation they're in. As they break their huddle, each player takes their respective position. Titus Bailey in the backfield with Jacob Good. One receiver on that right side, tight end on the right as well. Jacob faking the handoff first time. Titus pitched that one off, but no one was there for that reception.
Third down.
It'll be 3rd down and a whopping 15 yards to make up. Panthers line up one receiver on each side and a tight end on the right as well. Whistle is blown.
Defense offside.
Defensive offsides. Play is called dead. It'll be a 5-yard penalty on Allison Park. Replay of 3rd down. Panthers getting a bit of a help out of that penalty, bringing them up for another 5 yards that they don't have to make up to get that first down. Same lineup as beforehand. Jacob Good gaining that ball. Gets in a lot of time from that line of scrimmage. Intercepted by number 10 once again. Right around that same spot of the field even. Just mirrored from the other side. First down for Allison Park whenever we come back. What type of chimichanga is the best chimichanga?
I don't know. I've never had one.
The spicy kind.
The spicy kind?
The spicy kind.
The spicy kind.
With some sour cream.
Allison Park lining up 2 on that left side, 67, lining up pretty much as a tight end on this play. Ball is hiked, number 5 rolling off to that right side. Pressure is on, able to throw that one away in time. 2nd down and goal for Allison Park here. Allison Park lines up, 1 on the right side, 2 receivers on that left side. Number 5 to hike the ball. Pressure is on. Ball is tipped up. Noah Wilson here with that interception. Takes this one down the field. The 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. What a pick 6 from Noah Wilson out there. The big old 45 in blue. When offense fails, sometimes your defense needs to pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and brush your teeth. What do you think of that, Luke?
Dude, that's highlight reel right there.
You better believe it. I'm okay with that. Nice. How does that make you feel? I don't know. Weird.
Dude, I've always dreamed of doing that, where somebody's blocking.
Panthers break their huddle to attempt this extra point. Jacob Good to quarterback this play. Tight end on the right, as well as 2 receivers on the right side as well. Ball is hiked, faking that handoff. Jacob rolls over to that right side. Able to get that one down and in, running that one back, taking the lead from Allison Park Predators. 6-8 being the current score. What a feature of skills out there on the field from the Panthers. Looks like Jacob going to be the one throwing this one off. Able to get this one down quite far, up to the touchback line. Number 10 is going to take this one and take it as far as he possibly can. Noah Wilson with a diving play right after that first down. That's a great field position for the Panthers to be in on defense, as they gave up that first and 1, and now they have a 1st and 19. Let's see if Allison Park is able to get out of the sticky situation they're in. It's not quite too sticky. It's kind of like a slip and slide kind of sticky before it's wet. So let's see what happens. 2 receivers on that left side. 67 seems to join them, making it triple receiver on that left side. Number 5 to quarterback this play. Panthers looking to maybe possibly blitz on that left side. Number 5 throwing that one back. Number 13 taking this one over towards that left side. Flushed out of by the rushers. Gets passed by 3, 4, 5, and then trips over his own 2 feet. Flag is thrown. Defensive holding. It'll be 5 yards from the spot of the foul, and it'll be a replay down if I'm correct. Or automatic first down, my bad. 10-yard penalty. 15-yard penalty? 15-yard penalty. For defensive holding, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the down. It'll be automatic first down. Allison Park's ball. It looks like it's a 1st and 3. One receiver on the right, 2 on the left. Number 5 to quarterback the play.
Let's go.
The rush is on. He throws that one off. Tipped up Joshua Berry to block off his man. Number 13 not quite able to snag that one out of orbit. 2nd down and let's say 3 yards. Timeout by the Allison Parks coaching staff. We'll be right back after this timeout's over. Allison Park 2nd down on that 3-yard line. Let's see if the Panthers are able to be a Stonewall Jackson here today. As Allison Park lines up. Looks like they'll be looking at 2 receivers on that left side, 1 on the right side. Number 5 to quarterback the play.
Other side.
Number 5 rolls over towards that right side, seeing an opening, throws that one off, but is not completed by number 67 as it slips through the slippery slopes of the palms. 3rd down and 3 yards to gain.
Come on, guys. 3rd down. Stop.
Allison Park lining up 2 on the left side, 1 on the right. Number 5 to quarterback the play. This ball is hiked. Number 5 looking over towards that right side. Jacob Good with the pressure on. Ball got off. Interception by Kyle Dunlap. They're going to say the flag was pulled. It'll be a sack by Jacob Good. Loss of about 8 yards. 4th down and quite a long ways. Allison Park electing to punt this ball away on this 4th down. Number 13 to punt this one off. Hitting right along that sideline, does land in the end zone and will be considered at the 20-yard line for the Panthers to start this one off. Panthers lining up tight end on the right, 1 on each side of the quarterback. Titus Bailey to quarterback this play. Titus looking over towards that right side, throws that one off. Intended receiver was Jacob. 2nd down and 20 for the Panthers. How does that make you feel, Josh?
Happy.
Happy? Happy? Okay.
Ish.
What's your favorite color penguin and club penguin? Blue? All right.
Hurry up. Don't let them get set. Go.
Panthers lining up 2 on that right side, tight end on the left. Titus Bailey to quarterback this play. Triple receiver on that right side. Titus handing this one off to Jake. Jake able to get past 1. Number 56 able to pull his flag at that 30-yard line. Gain of 10 for the Panthers. It'll be 3rd down and 10. 3 minutes remaining in this first half of play. Panthers break their huddle. Tight end on that right side. 2 receivers on the right as well. Jacob will get to quarterback that play, sporting out 52 in blue. 3rd down and a little over 10 yards is to be gained here. Jacob taking that handoff, running this one himself. Flag is pulled. 4th down. Nice flag by number 39. And yellow. Looks like a loss of 2 yards may in fact be the result of the play. Panthers are deeming to go for that 1st down. Panthers lining up, 1 on the right side, 1 on the left, tight end on the left as well. Jacob able to hike this one off, looks over towards that left side. Pump fake, able to throw this one up for that completion. Kyle Dunlap there, taking that one to town. Throws another 6 up on the Panthers scoreboard, 14-6 is the score. What did you think about that play, Lou?
Whew. So proud.
So proud, he grew up so fast.
That's my cousin.
Clock won't start to the kickoff, Mike.
Panthers lining up 2 on that left side, tight end on the right. Jake will get to quarterback the play. Ball is hiked. Jacob to throw that one up, blocked away by number 4, using his height to his advantage, and it'll be a kickoff for the Panthers, or throw-off rather. According to the rule book, you are allowed to throw, punt, or kick the ball on the kickoff now, and you can choose which ball you would like to do so with. Jake will get to quarterback this play, throwing this one off. Gets that one down towards that end zone. Skips across the wet grass like it was a rock on top of water. That'll be a touchback. Predators ball at the 20-yard line. 1st and 20 will be the down marker whenever we come back. Allison Park lining up 2 on the right side, 1 on the left. Number 5 to quarterback the play as usual. Jacob Good in motion on the defensive side. Number 5 rolls over towards that right side. Caleb with the pressure. Kyle Dunlap with the interception. Able to get that one down the out of bounds line. Stays in bounds somehow, some way. I think he may have used witchcraft to keep that one going. Kyle Dunlap, just an MVP on the field right now, no matter what position he's in. Bringing some fame to that number 5 on his jersey.
Keep it, Mike. It's going to be needed for the kickoff. That's what we have.
Panthers lining up, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Titus Bailey to quarterback the play. Tight end on the right as well. Titus hiking this one off. Looks over towards that left side. Jacob cutting out. Hits the ground at Jacob's feet. No good on that extra point. The score is now 6-20. Panthers are in the lead. Hey, Mark, if you think about the word Kyle, what's the first word that comes to mind?
Don't know.
Here's Jacob Good with that throw. Hits that back line, but number 13 is going to try to bring this one up. Kyle scares him a little. Goes over towards that middle of the field. Jacob holds the flag on that 13-yard line. It's a 10-yard marker. It's up there though. Yeah. Allison Park lining up 2 on the left side, 1 on the right. Number 5 to quarterback the play. Let's see if number 5's shaken up from that interception that took place just moments ago. Number 5 chucks this rock into the deep. Number 13 dives for that one, but Titus not quite able to get there in time. Number 13 tried his hardest, but at the end of the day, the ball did hit the ground, and that's what's considered to be written down on the scorebook. Second down for Allison Park here. Let's see if they can make the yards that they need to. 13 lines up in the backfield, 1 receiver on each side. Number 5 pitches that one back to 13, looks over, up and over. That flea flicker, number 5 gaining that one, but Gomer Kyle there with that flagpole. It'll be 3rd down and about 3. Going to call for that no huddle as the time's dwindling down in the half. Timeout is called by Allison Park. 42 seconds remaining in this first half of play. Allison Park breaks their huddle. Triple receiver on that that left side, my bad. Number 5 to quarterback the play. Receiver in motion, number 13 able to send that one over towards that right side. Kyle glancing over at him. Number 5 rolls over towards that right side, but cuts back into the pocket. Caleb not quite able to grab that one. Noah swats at it, but Titus Bailey there with an interception at the 20-yard line. It'll be Panther ball. First down, and it looks to be 19 yards to go.
34 seconds.
Panthers breaking that huddle, trying to look for this first down before the quarter is over. Titus taking his time, throws that one off, goes past, just out of reach of Joshua Berry. Kyle, how happy are you right now?
Very happy.
Very happy. What's the best kind of penguin on Club Penguin?
Quarterback. Green.
Green, of course. All right. Panthers lining up 3 on that right side. Titus Bailey to quarterback the play, sporting that 88 on the back of his jersey. Takes that one off to Josh. Jacob Good to handle that ball. Throws that one over to Josh, but almost picked off by 67. Really 3rd down and 20. Nice defense by the guys in yellow. This Panthers line up 1 receiver on each side. Elijah Toth to play tight end on that right side. Jacob Good to quarterback the play. Looks for an opening. Heads over towards that left side. Flushed out by the rushing line. Able to get past 1, 2. Able to get past 3. A little bit of holding will be called. In fact, as the flag is thrown, number 67 looks like he got his hand caught in the cookie jar on that play.
What's the time, ref? 13 seconds. Thank you. Stop. It starts on already now, coach.
Yep.
Clock starts.
Got it on 4th down. Sorry, I got the 3rd down.
And
5 seconds.
Kyle, get in there. Titus, come out.
Close to running.
Halftime.
And that'll be halftime. Panthers not quite able to convert on that play, and it will bring you right back as the kickoff will be ready.
I thought the flag stopped the clock. That's all.
All right, looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Jacob good to throw this, chuck this rock off as far as he possibly can. Hits down around that 4-yard line, 13 to bring this one back. Able to get past that 15-yard line, hits that 20-yard line. Flag is pulled by Noah Wilson right after that first down marker. First down and 20 for the Allison Park Predators.
Big line, set it on. There you go. Mike, you got it. I'll go back.
Allison Park lines up one in the backfield, one on the right, and a tight end on that left side. Number 5 to quarterback the play. Ball is hiked, pitches that one over to number 13. Pressure is on number 5, getting that flea flicker. Kyle not quite able to grab that one with his right hand, but Elijah Toth is there with that secondary attempt at a tackle. Stops him at that 5-yard line. Second down and 15 for the Predators. Looks like Allison Park lining up with a triple receivers on that left side, quite tight together. Number 5 to quarterback this play. Rolls over towards that left side. Pressure is on by Jacob. Gets that ball off. Number 10 not quite able to snag that one from that low flight. 3rd and 15 for the Predators. Predators lining up 2 on that left side, 1 on the right. Number 5 to quarterback the play. Ball is hiked. Rolling over towards that left side, decides to tuck this one down and run. Able to get to that 5-yard line. It looks like Elijah able to make that tackle at the 7. It'll be 4th down.
They're going for it.
Allison Park electing to go for this one. Allison Park electing to go for this 4th down. They got a handsome penny to go for it, and the Allison Park coach decides to call a timeout in this situation. Not liking what he saw out on that court. See if that second coaching adjustment will be deemed effective.
Yeah, look, he's as big as on the sign.
There you go.
Yeah, he grew another 2-3 inches.
Right. Allison Park looking to line up 2 on that right side, or 2 on that left side, 1 on the right. Number 5 looking to toss that one up on that right side. Joshua Berry not quite able to cover his receiver. Number 13 gets that one down. Diving play not able to be made as touchdown is deemed the call. We'll be right back with that extra point. Allison Park lining up 2 on that right side, 1 tight end on the left side. Number 5 to quarterback the play once again, as seems to be the norm of this game. Number 5 gets that ball. Pressure is on, able to toss that one up towards the back end of that end zone. What wasn't a catchable position, but the players just weren't quite able to be there in time. Score is now 12-20. Number 13 looking to eye up this ball as he's about to smash it with his foot. Able to chip that one up towards that back line. Hits Joshua. He able to pick that one up at 41 in blue. Cut over towards that left side. Spun around a little bit. No flag was pulled. No flag was thrown as well. He'll be down around that 12-yard line. As the Panthers break their huddle, each player takes their respective position. Caleb lining up on that left blocking side. 2 receivers on that left side. Elijah Toth the play on that right tight end. Jacob Good rolling out to that right side. Sacked by number 37 on that 6-yard line for the Panthers. Second down and quite a hefty ways to go. Looks like the referees will move that one forward a little bit. It'll be on that 7-yard line. Jacob Good to quarterback this play. Tight end on the right side. 2 on that left side. Whistle is blown. Flag is thrown. False start on the offense is called. It'll be 5 yards and replay of down. Half the distance to the goal, my bad. Panthers lining up on that 3-yard line. Jacob Good standing in the end zone to hike this ball off. Tight end on the right side. 2 receivers on the left.
Come on, Mark! Get in there for Mark. Mark, get out of here!
It wasn't Mark's fault. First hike.
Well, then pay attention to the snap count. Come on.
Seth didn't snap on the right snap.
Okay.
Panthers line up on that 1-yard line. Second down and long for the Panthers. Jacob Good to quarterback this play. Looks to take this one a little short. Swatted away after that ball left the hand. It'll be 3rd down and quite a hefty 19 yards to go for the Panthers. 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter of play. Panthers lining up tight end on the right side. 2 receivers on that left side. Jacob Good to quarterback the play on that 1-yard line. Jake looking over towards that left side, rolls over towards that right side, throw, not able to be off in time, and that will be a safety.
Come on!
Number 37 able to snag that flag, claiming 2 more points for the Allison Park Predators. The rule when concerning a safety, the rule is no longer only punting the ball. You're allowed to kick, throw, or punt the ball, and you can deem to use your own ball or their ball, or maybe in fact a third ball. Who's to say? Jake's going to chuck this rock off, able to get a nice elbow underneath that one. Hits that 1 yard line, number 13 to pick this one up. Able to get that juke on Jacob. Gets after that 20 yard line. Noah Wilson, flag is thrown. Joshua Berry to pull that flag.
Block. You can't move on a block, young man. You gotta stand still.
Block is called, so it'll be where the flag is thrown. Or it should be the result of the play. It'll be a 5 yard penalty? 10 yard penalty.
Yes, would have been great.
6 yard penalty?
Back, Mike.
Noah's side.
Defensive blocking was the call, and 8 yards was penalized from the Predators' result of the play. Predators lining up tight end on the right side, 2 receivers, 1 lining up on each side of the ball. Number 5, low snap is the number 8 not quite able to get it to the hands. A little bit too much pressure on by the defense. The intimidation factor does come into play here in this situation. Predators line up 1 tight end on the right side, 1 receiver on each side of the ball, keeping it nice even balance. Number 5 rolls over towards that right side, able to throw that one out of the pocket. 13 not quite able to snag that one over his shoulder. It'll be 3rd down. It looks to be 10 yards. Predators electing to line up 2 receivers on that left side, 1 on the right side. Number 5 to quarterback the play. Ball is hiked, rolls over towards that right side. Pressure is on. Noah Wilson pulls that flag. The referee says that the ball was off. Josh Berry able to snag that one. 1st down is called.
No, they started past the line. Yeah, they started past the line. The penalty took them back. Yes, they did.
I know, Coach, but it's not a dead ball foul, okay?
No, on the kickoff, he was past the line.
Yeah, but we started where the ball was put into play, okay?
The dispute on the field concerning the ball placement, I'm not going to say which side I'm on, but the coach of the Panthers says that the ball was started on the kickoff where the ball was called dead, and then it was penalized even farther back. But the referees say that it was where the penalty was placed. That's where the ball started for the drive.
All right, hold on a second. So here's the kickoff. He catches it here. He starts running it up the field. On the left side of your screen, if you draw your attention over there, Josh is hit with a moving block. Where's the kid at? He's on the 8 yard line right now. But the play goes on. I'm not sure if this is where the flag was thrown or not, but it should have been. So he continues on here. Another moving block down the field, but he keeps on running. He gets past the 1st down. Joshua Berry right here pulls the flag after he crosses that line. Why this isn't 4th down right now, it is beyond me.
Number 5 to quarterback the play, 1 in the backfield, 1 receiver on each side. Pressure is on, able to throw that one off. Number 10 able to snag that one out of orbit. Gets past 1, gets past 2, 3, and he looks like he may be home free. Josh Berry tries his hardest, but not able to get there in time. That'll be resulting in a touchdown.
This should have been the 1st down.
Big move.
Predators lining up, 2 receivers on that left side, 1 on the right side. Number 5 rolling over towards that right side, chucks that ball in towards the end zone. Completed by number 13. 15-20 is the score as of now. Is that right? 15-20? 21-20 is the score according to the scorekeeper here. Number 13 here to kick this one off for the Predators. Ball able to make this one down towards that 5-yard line, makes contact with Josh, able to pick that one up, cuts over towards that left side, misses one. But the secondary player able to pull that flag, number 10, able to stop him up on that 4-yard line. Panthers ball, 1st and 4. If I were in the shoes of the Panthers, I'd go for something deep, at least 10 yards off this first play to see if Jacob is able to place a ball according to his receiver nicely enough to make a completion. One receiver on each side of the ball, tight end on the right. Here's Jacob good to quarterback the play. Ball is snapped, Jacob looking at his options. He pump fakes. Throws that one kind of middle of the field. Kyle Dunlap taking this one down, keeps going. After that 20-yard line, flag is pulled. Kyle Dunlap with quite a nice completion. That's the end of the third quarter. What an end of a third that was. Kyle Dunlap proving his weight in gold out there. It'll be 1st and 20, 1st and goal for the Panthers after the quarter has concluded, or the intermission has concluded. What kind of work did you have to do out there?
Hard work.
Hard work? What kind of work? Is that your favorite flavor of work?
Yes, it is.
All right.
If it was a food, I'd eat it every day.
Okay, great to quarterback this play. One receiver on each side of the ball. Tight end on the right side being Elijah Toth. Jacob looking over towards that right side. A little bit of pressure is on. Jacob feels that phantom push of the rushing line. That'll be a gain of 3 yards for Jacob. Panthers electing to line up 2 on that left side. Elijah Toth on that tight end position on that right side. Jacob to hike this one off. Gets that one off to Titus. Titus grabs that one like it was his job. Be 3rd down and goal for the Panthers. Panthers line up 2 on that left side. 3 on that right side, my bad. Titus sends this one over to Jacob. Jacob in the backfield has all day. 37 snags that one out of midair. What a stoppage for number 37. Got that laser focus.
Going for it, Coach.
Yes.
And are electing to go for this one on 4th down.
Guys got to make smart decisions.
Panthers lining up 1 on the left side, 1 on the right side, and Elijah Toth to play that right tight end position. Jacob to hike this ball off. Looks over towards his left side. Pump fakes. Gets that ball off. Kyle grabs that one, but is down on the 1-yard line. What a great job by Kyle grabbing that one before he looked ahead on the play. Game's not even over, and I can tell you this much. Kyle Dunlap is definitely the MVP. Hands down. It's either that, Kyle has that MVP from the Panthers side, and I think number 10 might have the most yards for the Predators. Predators lining up 2 on that right side, 1 on the left side. Number 5 to quarterback the play. Ball is hiked. Caleb rushes in. Ball gets thrown off. Tipped up by number 13, not able to complete that pass. I'm sorry if that was not on camera. I kind of forgot I was a cameraman, more of a commentator for a second. I apologize. But I could be apologizing for nothing, as it may have been in shot. Who's to say?
Yeah, I knew it wasn't me. And it was like, just caught it one like that.
Kyle's play was good offense and good defense on both sides. Number 5 hiking this ball off. 2 on the left side, 2 on the right. Ball goes off. Joshua Berry to pick this one off. Takes it back. Pick 6 for the Panthers. Picks it up right where Kyle left that one off.
Yes, absolutely.
Hoo-wee.
Mike, I'll take it.
Our defense.
Gosh, good job, but I tell you, it's there, buddy.
Panthers lining up, tight end on that right side, 2 on the right side as well. Jacob good to quarterback this play, lobs that one up into the air. Not quite a lob, it was more of a beeline. Number 10 tips that one up, no good on that extra point, but the Panthers do take the lead, 26-21. We'll be right back with that kickoff. Here's the throw by Jacob, able to send that one from that 20-yard line down, another 40 yards for that one. 13 throws that one lateral, number 10 tucks this one down. Tackled by Kyle, number 5 in blue, at that 6-yard line. It'll be Predators first down on that 6-7-yard line. The referees aren't going to place it, so it's 7. All right, works for me. I'm not here to call out who's right or wrong. I'm here to commentate. I'll call what I see, and if it changes, I will let you know. Panthers got some hard work to do. 13 lining up kind of in the backfield. Number 5 to quarterback this play. 2 on that left side looking to pitch this one off to number 13. Caleb cuts across that court. Flea flicker is the play. Joshua Berry reading that one like last week's newspaper. Takes him down right at that line of scrimmage. 6:20 remaining in this quarter of play. Second down and 14. Predators line up. 1 on that right, 2 on that right side, 1 on the left. Number 5 to quarterback this play. Number 5 rolls over towards that right side, cuts back over towards the left, able to lob that one over. I don't know how he can throw like that. Jacob able to pull that flag. It'll be a first down up at that 24-yard line.
.535 remaining. 5:35.
5:35 remaining in the half. Predators lining up 1 on the right side, 2 on the left. Number 5 to quarterback the play. Well, it's like number 5 looking for his options. Gets that one through the pocket. Looks like he may actually run this one up the field. Able to get past 1. Elijah not able to get him. Diving tackle by Jacob Good. Holy smoke. Man, what an amazing play by Jacob Good there. Just laying it all out on the line. All or nothing. Nerf or nothing out there. Number 5 to quarterback the play. 2 on the right side, 1 on the left. It is first and goal for the Predators. Ball is hiked. Number 5 looking at his options. Tries to get around that rushing. Gets that one deep. No one there for that one. Jacob Good was the closest player to that ball. Just trying to throw it away so he doesn't lose any yards out of that play. Kind of a smart play by that quarterback. Second down and goal. 3:45 remaining in this half. 2 on the right side, 1 on the left. Number 5 to quarterback that play. Throw goes off. Kyle able to swat that one away. Nice defensive plays so far. Nothing but solid work from Kyle Dunlap out there on the field. Third down and goal for the Predators. 3:20 remaining on that clock. 3 receivers on that right side. Number 5 to quarterback to play. Hikes this one off. Pulls over towards that right side. Gets that pass off. Elijah there to stuff that one down into the earth. 4th down and goal. 2:45 remaining in this half. 21-26 is the score. Panthers playing quite a spread it out. That's a word. Spread out defense here. Just got to make sure they don't get a touchdown out of this play, and they will be spiffy jiffy. Hiked by number 5. Bobbles that one up a bit. Rushes on. Throws that one off. Kyle gets a hand on that one. Holds the both flags. I don't even believe what I'm seeing. How did he get both flags? His other hand was on his shoulder. Man. As the Panthers line up towards this ending stretch, the final innings of this game, Titus lines up on the right, 1 receiver on the left. Jacob Good to quarterback the play with that tight end on the right side as well. Jacob Good looking at his options. Pressure is on. Able to slip through that pocket. Number 5 able to grab that flag at around that 13-yard line.
Thank you.
It is lining up, 2 on that left side, 1 on the right. That 1 on the right being a tight end. Jacob hiking that ball, looks over towards that right side, tucks this one down and decides to run this one down the field, able to get past that 1st-yard line, steps out of bounds, and time will be stopped at that 25-yard line, 23-yard line. Like I said, I know numbers. I know the numbers of the alphabet. As the Panthers break their huddle, each player takes their respective position. 3 receivers on that right side. Looks like Titus Bailey will be the one to quarterback this play. Ball is hiked, handing this one off to Jake. Jacob cutting straight up the field as there is not a rusher there in sight. Number 67 pulls that one down 2 yards from that line of scrimmage. 3rd down and quite a long ways to go for the Panthers. Timeout by the Predators. We'll be right back after that timeout has concluded.
1, 2, 3, break.
Panthers break their huddle. Looks like we're ready to start this game right back off where we last paused it. Handing this one off to Titus, or Elijah. Elijah bringing this one up the center line, pulled by number 67. Seems like at the end of every running play Elijah has, he's down there on the ground in a little bit of pain. Timeout by Allison Park. We'll be right back after this timeout's over. As the clock is dwindling down, this may in fact be the last play of the game. Nathan Berry playing in the backfield. 2 receivers on that left side. Jacob Good hikes that ball, hands that one up to Nathan. Nathan takes this one over towards that right side. Flag is pulled back behind that line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down for the Panthers and 15 yards to go till that first down marker, but it may not matter.
Time, ref. 45 seconds. 41 seconds.
41 seconds remaining in this game.
Clock starts. You got 15 seconds after you snap the ball. You gonna punt? You're gonna punt? We're gonna punt.
Panthers are looking to punt this one.
We're gonna punt.
This, in fact, may be the end of the game here, but Jacob Good to punt this one off for the Panthers on that 4th down. Deciding 15 yards is a bit much to make it. Number 10 tries to hit that one with the ground running, but does bobble that one up towards that 18-yard. 8 seconds remaining in the game. Let's see if they're able to take this one to town. If they are, I'll eat my Snickers bar. I'll eat a Kit Kat whole. I won't even snap them off individually. That'll be more painful for someone watching it, though. Not so much for me. 2 receivers on that right side, 1 on the left side. Number 5 to quarterback the play. Ball is snapped. Number 5 tries to stall as much as he possibly can. Noah Wilson pressures on. Ball is down out of bounds. Able to get that one off right in time. 3 seconds remaining. 5 seconds on that play. Quite smart quarterbacking there, throwing that one away before the sack was taken. If the sack was taken, Allison Park has no more remaining timeouts, and they would not have been able to stop that clock. A lot of chance chance involving rugby play coming from that Predators line. We may have an interesting turn of events here today. Hiked by number 5, looking to take this one up the field. Flag is pulled by Noah Wilson, and that might be the end of the game. And that will be the end of the game. Final score being 21 for the Allison Park Predators and 26 for the Slippery Rock Panthers. What a spectacular game between these two teams. It's always great fun to watch these two teams face off against each other, whether I'm on or off the field. It's always spectacular rivalry. So thank you for tuning in to this match, and we'll see you next time. Josh, how you feeling about that pick 6 at the end of the game? Happy?
Yeah, we got it.
All right.
I would have applied with hard work, but like,
What kind of burrito is the best burrito?
Spicy. We already answered this one.
No, that was chimichanga. That's different. That's an entirely different food.
Gabe, I want attention.
You want attention?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. How does it feel being the quarterback of the Panthers?
Pretty good. Because
I know how it feels watching them.
yeah, I know.
I know how it feels.
Not always the best, but
Not always the best?
no,
What,
we're getting there.
What's one thing you think the team needs overall else?
To get better.
better quarterback,
Better quarterback. More team support, maybe.
a new team.
Oh yeah.
A new coach? I'm not on the team anymore. I can say that.
I'm taking out on your brother. You can blame me. You can blame me.